Hi everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my review of the original Ghost Rider number 19. This is day 15 of my 25 days of comic book reviews. Sometimes I just can't get that word out, you know. I think we all have days like that. Now, if you're new here, please do subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's your choice. Please share it around if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to comment. Now, so you can see there it says that whole Christmas thing, and of course it's referring to Ben Grimm, who's next to Johnny Blaze right there on the cover. This is back when Marvel had box art. Back when they were $1.75 too. Alright, now it starts off with the Ghost Rider being lost in thought here. He's just riding down this highway road, you know, not paying attention to anything because there's nobody around. So why should he pay attention? And then you see the title of this story, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmas Eve, 1974. And then he has a wreck. So startled, almost didn't break in time, going to skid. Ah! Then this man, wearing this strange uniform, or a strange outfit, comes over and asks if he's a demon. Sent to stray them from their course. And Johnny Blaze says, "I'm as human as you seem to be, old timer. But suppose you tell me what course." He says, "Cast your eyes heavenward, my friend. We three kings are following yonder star. Seeking the child of the prophecy." Kings? Star? Child? Prophecy? Once again, Johnny Blaze is struck speechless. So he's asked to join them in their quest, but he says he thanks them, but no. Then they switch over to the Baxter Building, which is the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, who is also known as Mr. Fantastic, is getting this really strong telescope ready because he has heard about this star and he wants to see it. Ben Grimm, who's called the Thing, is giving him the riot act because he's not spending time with his wife and child down at the Christmas party. So he goes down to the Christmas party where his girlfriend Alicia Masters is. And if you don't know anything about her, this young lady Alicia Masters is blind, but she still can tell when Ben Grimm's around, and her senses are very heightened. Of course, there's a Medusa kissing Johnny Storm, and this character, Namorita, cousin of the Submariner, supervises the children, young Franklin Richards and Wanderer, the 22-year-old orphan from outer space with the mind of an infant. I never heard of a Namorita. Then again, I don't read Namor. I don't read the Ghost Rider either, but I love Christmas stories in comic books. So, I have this one. So anyways, they light up the tree which Reed Richards had prepared the night before, and Johnny Storm says, It it looks more like the 4th of July than Christmas, and I have to agree with him on that. It does look like the 4th of July there. Ben Grimm just cannot stop laughing. I mean, he laughs so hard that he falls over. Then, back in Arizona, that's where the Ghost Rider is. He sees this town, which, as he says, star seems to point to a spot just over this ridge. Better start slowing. Oh no. Reckon I should have expected this. Maybe I would have if I'd believed those 3 camel jockeys. A Middle Eastern city right out of biblical times, and there can't be much doubt as to which city, can there? Somebody, somehow, is making it happen all over again. I started to get really curious when I was reading this. Either that, or I drove through a patch of loco weed and I'm hallucinating out of my mind. Whichever, only one way to find out. He must go exploring. So much for the mirage theory. It's real. Every detail, building, clothing. Whoa! JB, one thing isn't right here. The people, they're not Semitic types at all. They seem to be American Indians. Okay, so there's more to this than meets the eye, as if there weren't enough to worry about already. Now this story was really starting to take shape. What does he do? He knocks on the door of the local inn. Maybe I can get some information here, but I'm not holding my breath. Slowly the heavy wooden door creaks open. And what does the innkeeper say? The inn is full. You will have to seek lodging elsewhere. Slam! Can't say what came as a surprise. The only thing left to check is the stable and see. Yeah, there's a light on. Someone's inside. I'm almost afraid to look, but I can't turn back now. So he looks inside at the stable. Trembling, Ghost Rider peers inside and finds a proud Indian couple and their baby wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And then, halt! I forbid you to enter that place. I am the Creator. The child is mine. I made him, and you have no business here. I order you to depart at once. Mister, what's happening here is the whole world's business, and I'm not leaving till I get some answers. I love the way that they talked back then. I am the answer. I am all answers, and you will depart. So this mysterious person, he makes Ghost Rider leave by getting him trapped in a whirlwind, which picks him up and tosses him clear outside the city. But does that stop him? Nope. And then back at the Baxter Building, headquarters of the Fantastic Four, the Thing is getting on Reed Richards' case again because he's still up there studying about the star. He says, Reed, that ain't a star chart, that's a map of the US of A. I think you've been working too hard. Coordinates check out, just as I feared. You see, the stars actually does point to a specific geographical area here in Arizona. And that spot, Ben, is the location of the, and please forgive me if I don't say this right, Hotahate Indian Reservation. What? Wingfoot's tribe? I don't get it, he says. And so Reed says that he's going to leave in the pogo plane. Yes, they had something called the pogo plane. I don't know why it was called that, but that was its name. If you thought the thing was tough before, man, he really lays it into Reed now. So instead of Reed going, Ben does. And that's the pogo plane. Thank goodness it didn't look like a pogo stick. So he rushes all the way over to Arizona. Ghost Rider sees the plane approaching, and then Ben sees a flare. Where's the reservation? All I see is an old movie set from King of... Oh no, it can't be. Wait, some kind of flare burning on that ridge, and maybe whoever lit it can tell me what goes on here. So he lands and talks with the Ghost Rider. Not really, pleasant, but not really, mean either. And he tells him the lowdown, and then they see the Kings approaching again. Ghost Rider says, "The solution to our problem has just caught up with me." Wait, ain't those the three? What are you gonna do? Stir up a ruckus, Mr. Grimm. Watch. My friend, what? A simple circle of fire around them ought to do the job. Hold! I am an avenging angel that wields the flame of righteousness, and I require your aid. Yeah, that sounds good. That's what he thinks to himself. So with their aid, Ghost Rider and Ben Grimm are disguise themselves as kings. So there's 5 of them that come. And when they do, there's the dude who got all this started. It ain't possible, not the Miracle Man. The accursed thing and the skull-faced intruder. In this cannot be. Get ready for a long monologue. Okay, he starts fighting. Miracle Man starts fighting with Ben Grimm and Ghost Rider, and says, and that he was captured by the Che-Malzwa tribe, called the Silent Ones, Indian mystics, and that taught him skills. And he says, why should I tell you? Who are you to know? I despise you. You are dirt, filth. I hate you. I loathe you. And for that reason, I must tell you. Ha ha ha. Okay. I mean, there is a lot of monologuing here. So, I am going to try and condense it as much as possible. Basically, what happened was this villain, Miracle Man, learned the ways of this Indian tribe. And they tried to teach him enlightenment to a better path instead of being a villain. However, one night, while they slept, he zapped them to death. Or it looks like it anyway. And he says, I gave them substance once again so they could take part in the drama of my apotheosis, my attainment of godhood. He goes on to explain that he somehow, and I don't know how, so please don't ask me, I have no clue. Somehow he created a child. And he says, I transformed the Indian reservation into the town wherein we stand, and I placed a bright new star in the heavens, and from the spirit of the fourth cameos, I created the child, totally immaculately, without father or mother. I cannot say that word for the life of me. I've never heard it before. And then you dull-witted, earth-bound lice, you loathsome maggot brain dirt eating worms, you ruined it, made a shambles of the perfection I created. So he literally saw him as saw himself as some sort of god. And with that, he continues battling Ben Grimm and Ghost Rider. And he does some major damage. But he doesn't totally he doesn't get away because he's knocked unconscious. Ben Grimm and Ghost Rider, they get as many people out of there as possible. However, after his shenanigans are stopped, the biblical looking town is changed back into the town it was, an Indian reservation. And see, these are some of the wise men, quote unquote, that thinks is, wonder what part he had him playing in this nutty mess. Where we are here, Ben Grimm, where you left us when you borrowed. Wait a sec, weren't there 4 of you guys? Yeah. And it says, then it says, the third rode with you into the city. He will rejoin us now. And the fourth, his spirit is contained in the child, as the miracle man told you. Wait, you mean that? And it says, sure enough, back on the reservation. Weird, so the kid was the only one of Miracle Man's creations that didn't vanish when he did. Perhaps there is something special about the infant after all. He'll be made a ward of the tribe, Ben, and be well looked after. Sounds good to me. What? Hey, you cutting out already, Skullface? You got to, Mr. Grimm. Now that this puzzle is sorted out, I've got some personal questions to wrestle with. Adios, folks. And that's basically the end of the story. It's very, it's quite strange, but it was enjoyable. It kept me wondering, page after page, what's gonna happen next. I'm glad I have this issue of the original Ghost Rider. And I don't want to. It's not compelling me to read more of this of the original Ghost Rider. But I like this. I like this book, and I do like the background here. You know, camels, wise men. And that was a nice touch of the artist. Let's see here. Steve Gerber was the writer. Sal Buscema and Mike Esposito were the artists. I'm sure I butchered those names. I'm very sorry. So I enjoyed it. I really did. I wish Marvel did more Christmas themed stories. So what did you guys think of it? Leave your comments down below. And if you're new to my channel and you do enjoy this type of content, please do subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down, it's your choice. And please share it around. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers, may all your news be good news.